into like MP4 file type recording, different. You know, you
Yeah.
can do it. It's built in, but I I honestly I've never done it like that before.
Hope we're going to do a lot, Oksana. We're going to do a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Dominic here. Dominic is 60 years old and he will be 17 in the 15th of January. And yes, basically he says, Mama, I want to be more successful. Yes, Dominic?
No.
You don't want to, you say they want to be successful. Focus. I don't know.
More focused, yeah.
And then not successful.
No.
What when you say about the football, basketball, this is what you told me the other day. This is nice. This is nice. You told me I want to be successful. So now you say no. So no basket, no football, zero. Finished.
My son is the same age. He just turned 17 in September, so
So what is
it's
the
hard to
thing
figure out
is
what you want.
the
So
thing is Dominic, please, okay. I ask you please because you know I am. This is a big thing together. She's here and she's is spending her precious time even to help you, to help me, okay, and we can practice. But she wants to make sure that you receive a very very good massive energy here today, okay? So,
Sure.
in few words, just say what you want to make your life better, or if you want to explore anything.
Yeah.
no, I can do it without knowing anything about the client.
Fine.
It's probably even better, you know.
Yeah. Yes, because, for example, I can see one of the things I can suggest for him is that at school, he find difficult math. For him, math is very difficult, and
Mm.
he's sometimes he thinks that he can't make it. Yes, Dominic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm embarrassed.
No, that's okay. I can just go in, and some clients, you know, they might not even want to express anything. You know, there's sessions like that, so I'm fine.
Yeah, hopefully.
It, it's a good it's gonna be clean information, you know, without any suggestions.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So, Dominic, just be focused. Listen what Oksana says because this is very important. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I will going to count to Oksana from 10 to 1. Or if you prefer less, let me know. It's
I
up to you.
actually already see him. He is an first I saw him as a fish, kind of type of fish being, but he's energetic. Um,
Wow.
in some sort of like crystal rhombical structure. It's like a crystal that's suspended in space.
Hmm.
And he keeps changing shape. Like I touch him, it's his DNA. He keeps looking at me. He's got these big eyes, you know, like the fish has. But then he changes the body structure, but his body structure is more like green blue, changes vibration, and it changes shape.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know
Is
this.
is in a crystal volume, you say? Yeah?
Yeah, it's like you know, like a rhombus kind of
Okay.
shape crystal, and
Mm-hmm.
there's space around. There's stars, and he says he's an observer. He's a silent observer.
Okay. Do you want connect directly with him, or you want to carry on with the trance hypnosis counter? But I can see that you're pretty much in here now.
Hmm. I asked him if he wants to tell me something.
Yeah,
He
that can
says,
be
you
interesting.
know, he's observing, And then I asked him why he's in the structure. He said, I made it for myself. I created it myself because I wanted to be protected. In space, there are forces. They can get you. And there's like there's like a spider slash Scorpio thing with the tail that goes up on the back. It's like a hybrid of spider and a Scorpio with the tail like this. Like holding it. Right now I see that creature holding that crystal and he's inside of it.
Okay. And this creature, can you try to, to touch and to test the DNA, if it's
Yeah, it's like an insect being. It's more like an ant slash fly with his big eyes. And there's a spider legs on both sides. It's like he's dragging him back to his planet. And then he has the ability to escape. I feel like he keeps escaping, but then he gets dragged in to some sort of cave. There's like a planet made out of rocks, like rocky surface.
Mm-hmm.
And the cave is on top. And that creature keeps him inside.
So is it Dominic is trying to stay in this area or is trying to escape from this cave? You think is it?
He's trying to escape. He's using, it's almost like he accumulates some energy because this crystal is for, it's some sort of a mechanism of draining information and energy, vital energy from him, because he somehow connects his legs into the crystal and reads off of his database of experience on Earth. Everything he goes through, he kind of can see through this crystal, like on a screen. Just a construction of some sort.
Okay. Oksana, do you want to connect with this insect? And maybe we can do some we can ask why he's trying to drag Dominic in this cave. Okay. So at the count of 3, okay, you will going to connect with this creature, and we can ask a few questions through your voice. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Ukus. Ukus. Yeah.
Okay, Ukus. Can I ask you why you try to drag Dominic in this cave?
He's mine.
Why is
I
yours?
own him.
Why you harm him?
He wanted my crystals. He needed them. But I got him trapped in one of them.
Okay. So, first is not yours, and you have to accept this. And second, you have to let me know if you're working for somebody. Ukus.
No, it's my planet.
It's your planet.
I have children, but they're on their own now.
There's other children there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what you do to these children when they are in your planet, when you finally you capture them?
I drain energy from humans to raise them. I use females as incubators for my eggs, my children to grow. Then when they're ready, they're taken by me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want you to know that basically these children they not belong to you. You are stealing their energy, and you will go in now to release all these children and Dominic, obviously, and sending them back where they belong because you are a thief. You are zero. Okay.
The children are the spiders. I'm connected to humans, males, females.
Okay. Who was
Females are like incubators, males give me energy.
okay? So you are the creator of all these incubators and all this because you couldn't do this all on your own.
Yeah, I need them. I need the vital energy to survive, to feed myself and my little ones. We're all connected. I have 180 humans connected to me and my little spiders.
Okay. When did you decide to to try to when you put the eyes of Dominic? When it was the first time?
Hmm. The race comes to the planet of mine. They need my crystals to fuel their ships. They need the fuel, and the crystals are like fuel for them. And I figured out the way how to trap them when they take the crystals, because they don't ask me, they just steal them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they steal them, I have the right to keep them too.
So okay, I this is a news for you, Ukus, that you basically you are basically possessing all this energy without the approval. You're still basically you're a thief. And then now I will going to connect with Oksana again, okay? And to my three, Oksana, you come back, okay? 1, 2, 3. Oksana, can you now connect with Dominic directly and ask him why he's so interested in these crystals?
Yeah, the planet is called C28 and
C28.
C28, and I see the crystals are on the ground, and this race of aliens, they act like amphibians. They have the crest on the back of the head and going down the spine. They're kind of like greenish skin, very tall, big eyes, big dark eyes. I mean, they live on a planet with a lot of water, but they need the crystals to fly their spaceships. It's like they put the crystal in the middle of the spacecraft, and I see they're almost like the petals of a flower it forms, and they start spinning fast, and it powers it. That's what they need it for.
Okay. What reaction has in Dominic life, this crystal?
Because he's immobile, he cannot move either way. He's like stuck.
Stuck.
Sometimes he makes a jump, like an effort to run away from him, like in space, to see what's going on. But he propels himself somehow, like his energy. He boosts his energy and flies like catapults out of the cave for a short time, but he's still attached to him because he's in his energy sphere. And can go too far. And the whole thing is like he's like in standby mode, like frozen a bit, you know, in that crystal because he can't move much like
Okay.
that.
Can we connect directly with him and then we ask him if he's happy to stay there or he wants to leave this kind of situation, this crystal that he basically make him stuck?
No, he said right away, I don't like it.
He said he don't like it. Okay. Ask him if he's ready to escape from this crystal.
Yes. You know, he feels like I feel the energy of frustration and also like he can't express himself much because nobody really hears him. And this crystal, it's like a, you know, you talk to yourself basically. It's like a
Okay.
wall in between you and others and the other world and the world around you.
Hmm. Okay. Now you can tell Dominic that he's able to get free from this crystal. So he can melt all this crystal. He can basically fly free from there.
Yeah, he's just going. He's doing different thing. He's going to that moment when I see him holding, being this amphibian tall creature,
Hmm.
holding a crystal in his hands, and that's when the spider touches the crystal, and crystal like goes around him. Some sort of technology, like a trap technology, and he just cuts this moment out of his timeline as if he was never captured
Hmm.
by the spider. And he also
Okay.
sends information to all the amphibian, you know, that amphibian race that he belongs to. And also, I see him almost like sparks was information he sends to all those 180 people attached to the spider that he drains energy from.
Okay. So what we can do now is that we can ask basically Dominic that he can send all the informations through millions and millions of speakers to all the childrens and all the beings that they are trapped by the spiders, okay? They are all in the incubators. So we can set them free and we make sure that they know about the existence of Ukus and the other amphibians that they're trying to, you know.
Right. Yeah, I see 168 like accepted, absorbed the information.
Hmm.
The other ones are the consciousness level is too low. They don't understand what it is for. It's almost
Okay.
like they reject it, you know.
Yeah. Okay. What we can do is just we can live in the living in the etheric and the energy, all this information, and when they will going to be ready, they will going to find these informations and use it for the best.
Right. But he's got the implant in his head though. Like a big crystal sphere, and it has like static electricity going in it.
This is in Dominic head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can now have the chance to take off all these implants from Dominic's. Can you see it's only in his head or is in other part of his body?
There's also little like AI technology spiders like crawling in the body from one part to another. It just depending on what he wants to, how he wants to influence him, whether he wants him to be active, to be calm, you
Yeah, because
know.
it's never. I can see that his concentration is very low, and he never stays still. He still has issues to focus and to stay, and he can hurt himself very easily.
It's
Uh,
like implants that keep moving in your body, you know. There's like 23 of them, little tiny Yeah, it's like nanotechnology spiders, imagine, right, with little legs, but I see them metallic and they keep moving. They can move from different organs to muscle tissues,
Hmm.
create like discomfort somewhere and then leave, so therefore I feel like some things like pains can come and go, or some tension in the muscles can come and go, things like that. On the
Okay.
inflammation they can cause different parts
Yeah.
of the body.
So they basically they nurturing themselves, moving around his body, and make sure that he never stay quiet or still, because
Right.
his movement, because he's stuck in this bubble of crystal, hexagonal, and but at the same time he's moving inside, maybe in his body, because it's
Yeah,
even the lack of focus that he has, and
because he's trying to get out. He's trying to get out, but he doesn't know how. And it's like he's frustrated and irritated all the time, but he doesn't know why.
mhm. Okay, now we know that we have all these, you says 23 little metallic
Hmm.
mechanical spiders. Okay, what we're going to do now, we can ask Dominic to remove from himself, made them shrinking in like little dots, okay, and put all in
Hmm.
a little crystal, in a crystal um, case, small crystal case. We can put all these mechanical spiders, and we've trapped them, shrink them in. And what about the head? Is the head is the same, or is something more bigger?
He took the ball, the crystal ball out. It looks purple, but what he did, he created an opening by just thinking, like wishing, and opening into the solar plexus, and all the spiders came out right straight into the box.
Hmm.
And he closed it, and he threw the box and the ball in the portal.
Okay, fantastic. So in this portal now, you can ask him to, through this case, crystal case with all these mechanical spider, and make them basically destroy them, and from his space, from his energy, that he can be completely free from them.
Right. I also see, I keep seeing a book, like it's a book of his lives. It's got spider on it,
Really?
ingrained. Yeah, it's just like a stamped spider on a brown, looks like old leather book type thing. It was a kind of like golden spider engraved in it.
Okay, what is
It's
inside of this book? You are a specialist of reading books.
book of lives.
Okay.
His lives. It didn't have this many. I see like this is nine, it's like 8 lives, and this is number 9.
Nine. This is number 9 life in this
Yeah,
planet.
yeah. He doesn't really feel good here. I feel like he doesn't understand a lot of things here.
What is the
How
difficulty?
things work. The difficulty is he's used to traveling a lot. Like on his planet, they're explorers of different places, planets, galaxies, stars. They're basically constantly searching for something, some materials, for creating something new on their planet. I see they like to build structures out of different crystals they find on other planets. And he can't, like, he's not doing it here, but that's what he likes to do. He
Yeah, but
likes to imagine things and make them into being quickly. And that quickly doesn't work in 3D, and that's frustrating for him.
okay. So what we can do for him to make him more happy, to allow him to create what he sees?
He he tells me he understands now that it's denser environment and it takes time, but as long as you launch your intention and desire and emotion coupled with this thought that that it would be created in etheric quickly just by thinking about it, but in this density of 3D it would take time. Like he understands, even though he doesn't quite understand time. That's why he feels like, oh, I'll snap my finger and it's here, like where he was. That's how it worked. And here it's
Yeah,
hard for him to understand this, you know.
yeah. He had problems for years at understanding the
Just
time.
Сейчас я одну секунду, извини, sorry. Yeah, and so basically just that's why he's kind of like trying to figure this out all his lives, and it's hard for him.
Okay, we can do what we can do now through you, Oksana. Give Dominic all the informations that Dominic needs to basically to have a major understanding of this world, how to work this planet, and to make things much easier for him. Okay, even one of the situation for him is math, that numbers for him is quite sometimes difficult to give a sense, like the human way, mathematic problems and
Yeah, he doesn't understand it because he just sees things into being, and the crystals they use, it's like energy. He knows how to manipulate energy into structures, and he doesn't understand why here in this density you need numbers to use them into creating structures, even like, you know, calculation and all this stuff. It's just foreign to him, together with the time and all this. Just all together he's more into imagination, and from that standpoint all these formulas are so foreign to him. But yeah, he took the information, like you know, collected everything from all the sessions, from everything we know. He took it. It's like a big box, transparent glass with lots of papers in it.
good. How is reacting? His etheric part is happy to see in the box all these solutions.
Yeah, he's happy. He actually created a table and a chair, sat at the table and opening the book. We're reading that. It says it's all deception, like I see him holding his head with two hands, saying, they tricked me into here. It's like a
Okay.
big trap. But I see him like opening the portal with the big fire inside and throwing the book out because he didn't. He says, I'm breaking the contract. I destroying
Okay.
everything, all the connections. I want to be free.
Okay, because now he will going to basically breach this contract to be free, and he will be only him to decide where you want to be and what you want to do with this life,
Mm,
and eventually in other lives, what you want to discover. And he has all these elements inside him, and he can use it. That is confidence, willing, and determination. Confident in
mm,
himself, in his abilities, the
yeah.
determination of when he wants something until he gets, and the conviction because he thinks is a good thing, is right what is doing. And yes, I would like you to ask Dominic now if you can see him cleaning himself, all his body with his energy sponge, that he can clean everything. And now we can through you, Oksana, we can charge him with a lot positive and exciting energy in his body and mind.
Yeah, actually, he's using that sponge that you said for cleansing his mental and emotional bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And he also like raising the vibration just by intention, intending to do so, just one thought. And he's charging himself up. He says, I'm a fountain of energy. And when you were talking about the past lives, he said, I'm not coming back here. He
That's
was really like, I'm not coming back. I don't like it here.
okay. All right. So this is something that we agree. And yes, so can you give me the number of his before we start? A percentage, how much percentage of energy had Dominic in his body before we started this?
I see like 37.5,
Mm-hmm.
37.5.
Okay. And what about now, after all this cleaning and this implants removed?
Yeah, 92.8.
Wow, quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because this implants, they were taking all his mental energy.
Mm-hmm.
The brain wasn't functioning, like all this energy there was gone. And the spiders were like causing physical discomfort that you couldn't really put your finger on what was wrong, that kind of feeling. Yeah,
Okay.
right now it's all his energy, like a fountain of energy himself now,
Okay.
and he is the only creator in his
Good.
space.
So we can even balance is PS, which is a subliminal part, and is a PE,
Mm-hmm.
is etherical part. You can see if it is more balanced now, that it can communicate, it can be able to be more listen to
Yeah,
intuitions and
his conscious part, or is more like 72% I see, and subconscious
mm-hmm.
is like 98, 99. I mean, it's almost 100, but
Wow,
it
quite a
it
lot.
it is like a this, he lacks experience right now in understanding of a lot of things. It's almost like he is energetically, he knows everything and understands perfectly, but here he has to move through this density, and it's very hard to move through it and acquire experiences for his conscious or rational part to go further up in his consciousness level, because he's still young, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big part of it too. But
Okay.
it's gonna go now, from now on. That's gonna more become more and more even.
Well done. I would like to ask you why Dominic chose his mother.
I see him fighting like it was a spider. He wanted him to go incarnate into a different family though. But
Mhm.
he was choosing a mother specifically, by I see him going through this like layers, right, of the
Mhm.
matrix, like etheric matrix, and then here like astral, and then a physical matrix, and he changes his direction when he goes, and then he changes his direction from the direction the spider created for him, like a
Ah,
portal of some
okay.
sort, like a wormhole. Like he changes by his desire to go to you. He somehow goes by vibration. He feels that you would be the one, he felt like you would be the one who would wake him up in a way, who would help protect him. And because he's really all these timelines and everything. He had hard time. Uh, I see him for some reason. I saw him like some sort of creature, looks like a lizard, but some Amazon river.
Mhm.
He was. He's been like quite a bit of like 3 or 4 lives. Some animals and amphibian animals.
So is you mean in his previous life he was an animal, was not a human?
No, yeah, 3 or 4. I think 4. Yeah, I see 4 lives now out of those 8. Yeah, because vibrationally, he has hard time adapting
Okay.
to the planet, altogether. And that's why the spider was sending him to adapt more.
Like a insect or like a reptile, something like that.
Yeah, like a reptilian. And that's why, that's kind of his nature. He always wants to be in a stream of water, moving, searching for something, looking, exploring. That's his nature, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now we can be able to do this as a human. You can explore the world, traveling,
yeah,
and to be more even happy to do these things because he has for him a reason or because he's fascinated about everything that compels. Um, when he was a little, when Dominic was a little boy, he was in fact attracted to spiders, to snakes. He has a, as a toys, he wanted always snakes. That is make. Do you think it makes sense?
yeah, yeah. Because
Dinosaurs.
he was a water snake too. Like, because I see him in water. Like those lives, I see him in water. And overall, like he's amphibian on that planet himself, and there's a lot of creatures like that. Like,
Hmm.
um,
Okay. Do you think he will be able here to adapt completely now with that we clean him in this human body?
yeah, it was time.
Okay, that's good. Um, what's happened? Basically, so this is you think this is his first life as a human, or he had other human life?
This is his ninth life, and the first 4 are just like mostly amphibian creatures.
Okay, so as a human, this is the ninth, the number 9.
Yeah, number 9 life, yeah. All together is 9 lives. Out of 9 lives, this is the ninth. Out of those 4, first ones are reptilian type creatures on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps him. It's like he doesn't incarnate him right away. I I feel like he would keep him in his cave for some certain period of time, um, for like sucking a lot of energy out, for producing eggs, something like this. He had like big stretches of time in between each life that he was kept.
So
He's not thrown into incarnation
yeah, he
right
was,
away.
yeah. Okay, sounds very interesting. Okay, now I would like you to take this basically this spider, this ukus, and I think we threw away before. I'm not sure if we threw away only the implants or we can throw away ukus as well and all its species that create this slavism
Yeah, he threw
somehow.
him out. I see him on his planet already, the spider one. But he did throw him out of his energy spheres through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything else. I mean, he's clean and all around us. It's all clear.
Okay.
So,
So all the basically the problems that basically explained it before, focus, the fact that he's not, sometimes he's not, he doesn't understand certain things, or sometimes he's very distract. And all these things because he was all the spider Ukus was behind him.
Right. I see him right now in his energy sphere. He's creating interesting flowers. Like with the, it's not the petals, but it's got the, almost like strings instead of the petals, with fluffy balls at the end of each string. And then he spins them around. He
Okay.
likes to create. He likes this idea of making all things out of thought.
Brilliant. Do you think in 1 year time here, Oksana, do you think Dominic will be able to take his GSCs to complete all these studies with GSCs, because he has to retake his exams?
He can, but he has to practice kind of. I see him, he needs like a lot of exercise, and in the middle, in between the exercising, he can do this kind of stuff, but he does need interaction with nature, with high vibration, you know. And that's the thing. For him, it's hard to be away from the high vibrational things like plants, trees,
Mm-hmm.
fresh air, all these things. They kind of make him, remind him of being boxed in that crystal in a way, like when you were at home. That's what he feels, constricted, like there are limits. And the structure of his DNA is like he's limitless. He feels that freedom, and he likes to be free from everything. He likes to be on his own, do things the way he likes it, not being told by anybody. Like that's his nature, kind of. That's why he
Okay.
doesn't like the walls around him.
Can you ask is the Dominic's etheric part, if he has a message to give to this Dominic that is listening now, which is doesn't stay still even now?
I see him right now, like riding the waves, like a surfer. Like he has to ride his waves, energetic waves. And that's what his etheric part shows to him. Just catch a wave and stay on it. And then switch to another one when you don't feel like standing on that one anymore. But keep going until you complete that one and kind of learn to stand on it professionally. Be free, but be patient.
Be free, but be patient. This is the message to Dominic. Okay. And what is etheric part has to say to his mother in order to maybe to help him?
You're fantastic. I heard that right away. You what he needed. He picked you. You vibrationally, I see like, that sign, zodiac sign Pisces?
Yeah.
It's kind of like both of you are like fish, sometimes in the opposite direction, sometimes in the same direction, but you're kind of in the same pond, vibrational, energetic pond together. And you like fluidity, both of you, and he picked you for that, for being able to adapt to who he is, to accept him for who he is, and help him through the stream of water. It's always water that shows up with both of you.
I'm Aquarius. I'm
Oh
Aquarius.
yeah,
Is the fish probably?
that's funny. Yeah, because I see you like always interacting like this in the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well done, Oksana. And yes, is okay. I think that is we did a very good job with him. Is anything else that Dominic's needs, or is we see that he's happy now, that he's ready to.
I see him in front of the screen of computer. He's playing some games right now.
Yeah, he's always with something in his mind. Yeah.
Mm.
I think he's probably thinking about the next game with the PlayStation.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
that's what I
we
see
caught
him
you.
do
See,
it.
he's smiling, he's laughing now because we caught him.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, he
That's
likes
good.
doing it. It takes him into this imaginary world that he feels connected to. You know,
Mhm.
his planet. And I see like animals, creatures, action. You know, he likes that.
Fantastic.
Fast.
So Dominic is always says to me that he likes to play basket or be a footballer. Do you think he can achieve this dream, or is just of one of the many, um, you know,
Yeah,
subjects
he
that is?
can. He can because he likes speed. He likes moving fast. That's what he was used to do on that planet. He's flying here and there and exploring and, you know, in a way, playing football or, or running around with the ball is kind of like that. You're
What
moving and you never know where you're gonna go.
What do you think is best, basket or football? What is can he be more adapt?
I feel like he's more into his fluidity with the football, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because he's kind of running. It's like swimming in the and focusing on the ball. But in the basketball, you're focusing on the ball too. But here, I feel like he might get tired of the basketball.
Yeah, he doesn't practice for a long time anyway. He was into
Mm,
football quite long, but unfortunately
yeah,
we couldn't do because now we have even the lockdown, so we
yeah,
have to postpone his come back in the football.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like football is better for him. Yeah.
Fantastic. So yeah, we did very well, Oksana. Thank you so much. Um, Yes, I would like to just ask you just a couple questions to explore more now with the family of Dominic. He has two families. One is from his mother, which we are quite strong, united, and quite supportive family, and very good vibrations. The other family from his father's side, they're completely absent. There is a esoteric reason, or
That I see the right away, like the book, the contracts he had.
hmm
It's like the whole idea was that he had to be missing some of the male energy structure because the spider almost like he wanted to take over that site.
hmm
I see like a circle split in two, female, male, and male is missing, and the
hmm
spider's there. But he wanted to control that part because he had, let's say, ideas or plans according to his contracts before
hmm
to create some sort of almost like psychological trauma to create that and then use it in the future life to play around it and to use it for draining low vibrational energy based on amplifying because he had this implant in his head. He would amplify his thoughts regarding this part of his life to create low vibrational thought energy cycles, constantly cycling in his mind, you know. And it's like trauma, and then they would be amplified throughout the life to drain more and more mental energy from him. But I mean, that was his plan, original plan, to do that.
So basically, is he wanted to. Do you think that the fact that there will be any contact with his paternal family is because it's not, in a way, it's the contract is because he wasn't interested anyway.
Yeah, he wanted to create internal conflict, and also to be to make him feel incomplete inside, and that would create certain state of mind. They would serve him as the energy of the vibration that he needed to feed himself, you know. So that was the reason for it.
After this session, what will be the relationship with his paternal family? And okay, we know the matter, the family from the part of his mother is quite great, so it doesn't need. But
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be coming. Um, it's kind of like dots in there, and then there's like nothing, dot and nothing. So meaning that there would be moments when he would connect, but then there would be a long period when no connection. But it would feel more for him like he can connect whenever he wants, and it depends on him whether he wants to or not, rather than before he saw that he was a victim of circumstances, and now he feels like he's more in control himself. As he older, as he gets older, it'll be more like that, in his hands, whatever he wants. He'll feel more like fulfilled inside, and then it wouldn't bother him, you know.
good. This is very good. So this was just a curiosity to see if there was any, because my opinion, it never affected him. This is what my opinion, but we never know. In a kid's mind, what's happened, and because many people they're going to say you how they need a father figure, blah blah blah, but I think my instinct, my intuition always says he don't need a father figure because he has everything here. He has a big family. He has his uncles. I mean, he has a bit of. So this was my obviously opinion. So I was curious to go deeper and see if did have any effect to him the missing of a father figure.
Yeah, he feels like he can reach to his father, whenever he wants to. It's like if I stay on this timeline, that's his feeling. That he's never been abandoned or anything. He can reconnect if he wanted to, but he doesn't really feel like it, you know.
Yeah, yeah, he's not very interested. So, but this is what I can see that there is no any emotional reason there. It's just
No, neutrality. I feel like he's neutral about it. He doesn't really care.
brilliant, fantastic. Okay, I think we have these beautiful informations, and yes, I see we have everything. So, are you ready to come back, Oksana?
Yes. Mhm.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, at the count of three, you come back and you can disconnect for everybody, for everything, everybody, and you come back here, fully recharged, fresh, and ready to have a fantastic evening with your family, with your beautiful family. 1, 2, 3.
I,
Thank you so much,
I,
darling.
yeah, it was interesting. Thanks. It was
Well
interesting.
done. You did, because everything you says make it a lot sense. At the beginning, he was moving like a spider. He couldn't stay. All the phone moving, touching his head. It's like I wanted to scream, still, stay still.
Yeah, it's
And
normal. Yeah, because he can see he was like claustrophobic, I would say, in that
yeah,
rhombic,
he was
rhombus
keeping
shape.
moving inside. Yeah, keeping moving inside, and
Right. Trying to get out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is probably why it's never because this is. I don't know if I can say it's a problem or maybe it was a sign. You see, because when you have the information, then you can decide which you can see why he has this
Mm.
attitude because he never stays still. You can notice
Right.
even now. Okay, he has the mobile. Obviously, the mobile he moves, but he was. So,
Yeah.
Dominic, what do you think? Do
He
you
has to
know?
process it. He has to process it. I mean, it's very hard for him to
Yeah.
understand all this, like this life. That's what I feel from him.
Yeah, at the beginning he was laughing, like, what are they talking about these women? And because I just say something, what you feel, Dominic?
Should
Um,
think.
no,
Sorry.
I don't know.
So what the story, what Oksana says about you to being a spider, to being a crystal cubic, the fact that he can't move and he wanted to try to escape. Did you feel sometime to do that? Maybe in the dreams or in the school?
No.
Yeah, because he was closed up and he was completely controlled. I mean, by
Yeah.
this, there was a huge spherical like crystal in his hand. Yeah, it just like wall in between you and reality,
Mm-hmm.
what he was in. So
You see? And you was able to change vibration because you choose me. Because you say, yeah.
hmm yeah, the destination where he was going, he broke it, kind of like changed it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it even because his etheric mind, he was able to give you the messages. And so now I hopefully will going to, and as I can see that, can be more focused, more, because he's always playing. He's a very positive, but sometimes it's like he struggle to take things serious. Sometimes a little
Yeah,
bit to be
right.
serious. Are,
Yeah.
are you feel, Oksana? Are you tired?
No, I'm not tired. Are
Yeah.
you still recording? Uh huh. Yeah.
Yes, I can
And
take
stop.
off. Okay.